everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna still work with gold, but we're gonna try a few different things. So I had done some experimenting last night, and I want to show you ladies what I came up with. I had a bunch of onion skin paper. I still have a lot left, so I decided to coffee dye it. And listen to the sound. I love it. So I dyed a stack of this. My poor husband, it was all over my kitchen. And what I decided to do was lay it on this parchment paper that I actually use for baking. I figured I'll dry it on here. But I think I can use some of these as well as papers. So I kind of wanted to give you guys that idea. This I'm not crazy about, but maybe we can, figure something out. I'm not going to work with these in this video. I just wanted to show you ladies how it is possible to use these as well. So today what we're going to work with are little envelopes. I use these in my baking business for people to put cash in because I have a porch pickup. And I thought, how about, see if you can see that, how about embossing them and seeing if we can rub some gold on top and give this a different look. I also brought my stencils out because I wanted to try to do some, what do you call that stuff? I'm always tongue-tied on here. The, paste there. Texture paste. Thank you. There it is. So I'm going to work with these as well. But I think first let's give these a whirl and see how they come out. So the two things that I thought I was going to try is I have this metallic wax. And it did say on the package it was good for paper. And then I have this rub and buff stuff as well. So I think maybe we'll try one of each and see how it comes out. Let's try this first. This is, and I can leave these in the comments, the brands as well. No idea even where I got them from. I haven't even used it. So let's take a little bit of this and see how it works. That's kind of pretty. And I thought just rubbing it over the tops, it may not even show. It's not really showing on here. Maybe, oh, there we go. I have to press down a little harder. Let me try to brush this off a little. Actually looks pretty cool, I think. So I'm not so good with using my I have a Spellbinder Platinum. I can't seem to figure out which plates I need for what. And I think this might have been done a little too much, but I figured it would still be good to show everybody. So what's everybody working on today? Tell me in the comments what you're all doing. Oh, this makes it easier. So that's kind of pretty. You may want to just go back and do some extras to it. So that's one look. I should do the other side, but you guys, I can do that off camera. So my next thought would be, it might be too much, but let's try this out. I have my art glitter pen, and I thought, how about we just do a little bit of that gold leafing in the corners and see how that comes out. And I might not even need this much glue. I can hear my husband out there coughing. All right, so let's try this and see how this works. I got the gold leaf here. So let's take a piece, just put it down and let it dry. I think that was my problem. I didn't let it dry the last time. They do sell, I've been watching a lot of YouTubes on this gold leafing and making papers have some gold to it. And they do sell it in chunks like this too. But this is what I happen to have, so we'll just use it for now. Yeah, let's let this dry and see how it looks. Meanwhile, while this dries, let's go on to the next project. I'm really excited about using the onion skin paper. And I figured, let's try another technique while we're waiting for that other paper to dry. This is one of my favorite stencils, and not the whole stencil, but I like just parts of it. And I'm thinking of trying to see what part we might like to do some of that clay on. Let's see. I hope that's texture paste. Don't laugh at me if it's not. I think we'll just do up in this corner. Now, one thing with this texture paste, you have to make sure you're perfectly still, or it'll shift. Sometimes you can even tape it to the page, or not to the page, to the thing here. I'm not perfect with this, guys. Oh, it sounds like he's fixing my snowblower or working on it or whatever. I have no idea how that's gonna look. I'm not so great at this texture paste, but we'll give it a try. And let's try to do one. Let's try to do this one and see how that looks on there. It's kind of a funky one. We'll do it in the corner of the page here. If anybody has a better texture paste, let me know. And I'm probably better off using my finger, but let's see if this one comes out better. If you have any texture paste secrets, let me know. Stuff is expensive, so you don't want to waste it. There we go. Let's see how that is. See, I'm not too crazy about it. Does anybody have a suggestion? Unless I'm using the wrong paste, I'm not crazy about that. It just seems really mucky to me. See if I can go in and kind of clean it up a little. Yeah, not too crazy about using textured paste on this. And I haven't used textured paste. This one isn't too bad in a while. Just want to clean up some of this. This one, don't like. You know what? I'm just gonna try to get rid of it. I don't want to waste this onion skin paper. Let's see if I can wipe it. Yeah, it's wiping off pretty nice. All right, it's a little damp, so let's let that sit. And I'm still not crazy about it, but it's part of our experiment, so I'm not gonna take it off. So while we wait for that to dry, let's check out and see if this is dry yet. Let me get the little bag out, or container out, so you can put it back on here. And you just kind of pull it, I guess. Yeah, still seems a little wet. That's kind of cool. And we can decorate it a little bit to make it even look nicer. So if we folded this over like it's supposed to be, I think we got most of this off, the extra. There. So I can maybe, wouldn't it be cool if we could add some, let's try this. Let's just try to add some right in here, right on top of this. I'm just going to take a sheet, or a sheet, that might be easier. Let's just do this. There we go. This stuff is cool. You gotta let that dry just a little bit. So I'll put that over there. Now let's go on to the other one. And I want to try to see this rub and buff to see if that works any better. This is more of a bronzy. Now, this actually is much easier to work with. And wow, it has a nice pop factor. Stinks. So if you're scent sensitive, don't use it. This is going on real nice. That's exciting. Look at that. See if you guys can see that. So far, that's my favorite. And this rub and buff is cheap. I'll put the link below. Let's do the do the other side. There. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to leave that the way it is, this one, and wait till the other one dries. So let's move on. Let's hope, oh, you know what, I put this on top of this. That's still a little wet, so let's move to a new piece. And I thought we'll try to do what we did yesterday with this sponge jetty. I want to see how it looks. So let me fill this up. See how, whoops. How did I get water all over that? Let's take a dry sheet. See, this is why you do more than one. Just in case. That one's pretty. Look at the marbleized. So let's do this. Oh, I really like this on the onion skin. I saw these actually on Etsy. Somebody was selling, and I fell in love with this one, the onion skin. Can never have enough beautiful gold. All right, so next, I think what I want to try, look at that. Tell me that isn't gorgeous on that onion skin. So I think next I want to try some of the gold pieces in certain just little areas on here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this glue and do just a few spots here and there. I'm telling you, this onion skin paper is beautiful. Let's get another sheet because I'm waiting for the other one to dry. And it's probably dry, but whoops. This will just make it easier. These sheets are cool, but I'm sure there's more waste on these. Oop. Let's do it like this. There we go. And let's do the other side. I think this is my favorite with this onion skin. Okay, that's enough. I could get carried away here. Let's grab another sheet. I have to look for the sheets for you guys. I didn't do that, I don't think, in the last video. I mean, the sheets, I think, I don't know, they're easier maybe, but then you have to use the other bits. Look at that. All right, let's see how this looks. Oh, I'm super excited. But let's let this dry for a minute. Look at how gold that is. Let's let that dry for a minute and we'll come back to this and see how this comes out. I probably should get a container and put all this in a container. This might be too much, but we'll see. I have gold everywhere. Let's just try it and see what happens. Tells you kind of to burnish it on with your fingers. Oh, there we go. I think I did a little too heavy, but we'll see. Imagine doing the whole thing like that. And you'd see the raised, which is kind of nice. There we go. I mean, it's not that great. Like I said, it was more for experimental purposes. But, and because I did this little too deep with that machine, the die cut machine, embossing, whatever it is. But that looks kind of cool. And if you did the whole thing, I think it would look really cool. What do you think? But you could easily add something to create maybe what about a piece of this paper you could add across the bottom? It's ripped anyway, so let's give it a whirl and see. And I'll use these scraps and something. So what if you did that? That kind of looks pretty, doesn't it? So you could add something like that and then add something across, a little piece of lace, maybe across the top. But I'm here and we'll show you the techniques then working on that. I'm getting sidetracked. So now let's check this out. I'm excited to check this one out, but it's going to be quite the mess. It's going to look like a gold factory by the time I'm done. Okay. Trying to get these off in bigger sheets to make it easier. So I want to, oh, if I do this, yeah, but then I'm not going to have the big sheets. And I don't want to pull it because I'm afraid the glue still isn't 100% dry. So I'll just take pieces off and see. Whoops, there's a piece there that's not dry. So you really have to, I'm finding, burnish it down with your hands to make sure it sticks. And I think if you don't put it on hard enough, it doesn't stay. Here's another piece. Now for the quickness of this video, it was probably easier to do the sheets, but now I have a pile over here, look at that, of gold. So maybe it's easier to take pieces so you don't have as much waste. Decided to put it in a bag, and guys, the sheets are a mess. I don't think I'll do the sheets again. I have it all over the floor. I have it everywhere. But let's see how this page came out. I still need to brush off the excess a little, but I kind of like this. I think it's just gives it a, with this onion skin paper, just gives it something different than a book page or plain paper. If you have other types of paper, maybe try it and see. Maybe a nice linen paper. Look at that. It's beautiful. I kind of went a little heavy, but look, if we did it as a page, you could do the other side or leave the other side blank. Look at that as a journal page. How gorgeous is that? I love it. Absolutely love it. Let me get the textured paste one. It's still really wet, so I'm not crazy about the textured paste. I think I need to play with it a little more. Everybody, tomorrow I'm going to be having a sale on all my slow stitch kits that I've put together. So Hop on in tomorrow. It'll probably be after 5 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do the video like I did my my blowout sales. These are different. These have taken me several days to put together, and I'm going to show you also some of my slow stitch projects that I'm working on. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.